here my tweezers. This is instruction 7. So what we're going to do is pull those out of the way. We've got to apply these 8 benches to each of these little slots just here. So there's going to be 1 bench each side, I would have thought. Yeah, they go back to back, guys. So you'll have 1 that side, 1 that side. That's 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, so there'll be 2, 4 either side, and 4 outside of this chimney thing. Not chimney thing. Yeah, this funnel, whatever it is. So let's do a quick dry fit and have a look how these are going to look. Yeah, look at that. These are going to make this ship model pop, guys, because obviously it's little things like this what make it pop. Pretty cool. So we've got to do that 8 times, put on a little bit of glue just underneath down these little tabs, so at least you know then they are very secure. But they do go in pretty easy. See, that might, right, that's it. I do love working with glue, but I always get my hands stuck where they should be stuck. Such a kid, and I. Alright, there you go, that's that put in. Pretty cool. And off you to go, guys. Now, I'm not sure how we could resolve this, or how we could. The decking has faded, and to be fair, I'd like to put this support beam, pop it up there just like so, and now we've got to connect that and tighten that up with 4 AM screws. Hey all, welcome back to the channel, Rich43. Hope you're all doing good, guys. Hope you're all well. Here we are, the second issue this week of the Titanic from Hatchetpartworks, and we're at issue 131. Looking a pretty cool issue, guys. Another 10 instructions, so another busy one. So if you're not already subscribed, guys, remember to subscribe, like, also comment, share, press that bell notification. You'll always be notified every time I put something up on the channel, whether it's the Titanic, Dom's Charger, Ducati GP 23, whatever, guys. You will always be notified every time I put a build up on the channel. So remember just to click that subscribe button. So without further ado, guys, let's crack on. The Titanic from Hatchetpartworks. Okay then, guys, so second Titanic within a week, issue 131. Let's take a look through this week's mag. There we have what's coming in the next issue, which will be in a couple of days. A lot of things going on there, guys, more benches. We're going to be starting the rigging, so very exciting. So let's quickly browse through this mag before we crack on with this issue of the Titanic from Hatchetpartworks. Now, I think I'm going to do the crane off camera, guys. You've seen enough of these cameras being built and me stressing over them. So what I'll do that off camera, and then we'll continue through with the build after that. If you do want to watch the cranes being built, just take a look at past issues, guys. They're all the same. There's nothing different in building them, apart from our stress levels. And then we'll start off with instruction 6, attaching to the decking, etc. And all these little parts, extras and that, more benches, all these sort of things, like the add-on details which make it pop. I'll film that, I think. And then just to the left of me here, I've got the ship, the model. I'm going to have to bring that back over, and from the last issue when we did put the supports on, we're going to actually put the beam on today. That'll take us through to 10 instructions, and that's what we'll be looking at the end of today. We'll have 2 decks having stuff put on, and obviously the support beam across on the hull. So let's just get the parts over. My hands are filthy today, guys. I've been doing a lot of work outside. I've tried to scrub it off, but one thing another time. Sorry, I do apologise if that's not your thing, but sorry, yeah, a bit dirty today, but yeah. Right, so there's the support beam. I wish I had time to do manicures and all that stuff, I really do, but I haven't. Right, so these parts are for the crane. I think these are also, yeah, these are just little add-on details, so I'll put them to one side to make sure that's all right. Again, guys, always check your packaging, that they are all empty. Yeah, more of the crane in there, guys. Oh, and that's the base of the crane, just there. And then here we have some AM screws, AP screws, and HP screws. So, off camera now, I'm going to do, let me just flick over this mag and I'll show you. I know you don't mind now, guys, but this is what I'm going to be up to off camera, building this crane. I think this might be the last crane of the build. Yay! So I'm going to be doing all this, and then we'll resume instruction 6, as I say, working on the decks and bringing the hull over. So sit back, relax, guys, and enjoy. If by magic, guys, that crane is now done. So we've got those 2 cranes fitted to that part of the deck. This is where we started this build, guys, but as you can see now, the cranes are now on that deck, and I think that is the last of the cranes. Thank God. I've not enjoyed these cranes, guys. If you've done this build, let me know if you have, but I have not, and I am glad to see the last of that crane. All we have to do in this instruction then is apply it to the deck, as you know, if you've been following the build, guys, and attach it to the deck with AP screws underneath. So yeah, let's move swiftly on to instruction 7. Right, guys, so for instruction 7, we are applying these double bollards, which I've just lined up here. 4 of those. So what you've got to do, and we're applying these to the well deck. Just double checking there, guys. So it's got to apply a little bit of glue to the pins here, and then just carefully use tweezers if you want, guys. Push them into place like so. You might want to pick it up and push them, guys, because you don't want to bend your decking. There you go. They're clicking nice and tight anyway. Bring my glue over. Same again with this one. But it does tell you apply glue, to apply glue, guys. So yeah, I would do that. So at least you know then they are very secure. But they do go in pretty easy. See, that might have just clicked in because of the decking I've put on. A bit overlapping basically on the holes. Some are clicking in, some are just pushed in. That one's clicked in. And last of the 4 bollards, just put a bit of glue on there. Pop right down like that. And there we have it. That is the first part of instruction 7 done. Don't go away, guys, there's lots more to do in this instruction. So now we're moving around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, these 4 holes here. And what we need to do is basically get this piece here, which is down as 1, 3, 1D. Just hold that in the tweezers so you can see that better. There you go. So we need to apply some more glue on the pins. Now you have got a big pin and a little pin, so you know the score, guys. Big pin into the big hole and the little pin into the little hole. Which is pretty cool when it does that, because then you know obviously the right way around. Carefully. Well, that's it. I do love working with glue, but I always get my hands stuck where they should be stuck. Such a kid, and I. Alright, there you go, that's that put in. Pretty cool. Now what we're going to do is take this piece here, 131G. It's like some sort of chimney or something that does. Probably a little bit of glue. And this has to go in that centre hole there. Always be careful putting them in, guys, with them long stems because they are easy to snap. Be mindful they're level and straight. These little things are going to make this build pop, guys. So that's that piece in. And then we've got these two pieces here. Like one here, another one to the side of me. These are down as 131F. These are the air intakes. So again, they're going in these two holes here. Apply a little bit of glue. Pop in that hole there. The only thing that's bothered me about doing this today, this issue, is this was done more like this deck, the deck we just worked on. That was done 2.5 years ago, guys. Now, I'm not sure how we could resolve this, or how we could. The decking has faded, and to be fair, I've been really, how can I put it, over the top with where I've stored this to keep it in pristine condition. But if I just bring it over, and the downside is, look at the difference. This is all golden, and that's very faded. That's a little bit disappointing for myself, but I know it can't be helped with the elements of, I don't know, over time. Well, yeah, I'm wondering if the decking could be painted. I don't really want to do that, but who knows? There's got to be something we can do. But now, we've gone through to instruction 9. Oh, well away then, guys. That was, putting these was in instruction 8. Sorry about that. Now into instruction 9. Don't time fly when you're having fun. Wow. Right, so what we want to do now is you've got 3 legs on these. You want the one leg at the front pointing to those gold little pieces, which are the air intakes. So again, just got to apply a little bit of glue on each leg and get those stuck on. These are delicate, guys, so do be careful. Bear with me if you can't see what's going on. I'll show you in a sec. Yeah, there we go. Just have to twist them a little bit. But I think they are supposed to be a bit the way they look. Or for me, this might be the way mine have just arrived to me. But yeah, you get the gist. That's pretty cool. So do the same with this one. Apply those to the 3 holes. Yeah, this one's a bit better. I've just got a dodgy one there, guys. Can't be helped. But yeah, guys, there we go. Crane, they're all moving. Yeah, look at that. That's popping that. So that takes us all the way to instruction 9. Now let's move on to the next instruction. Okay then, guys, so the last instruction of this issue, the second issue of the Titanic this week, we've had to put this support beam, pop it over there just like so, and now we've got to connect that and tighten that up with 4 AM screws. So just got to pop these screws in there and get them screwed in. And guys, that is it, as I say, for this issue. Do hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned to the end, and I will take a nice outro of it, close-ups of what I've done. And also, guys, keep an eye out for my shorts on every build I do. After putting the build up, probably 12 hours after, I then put up a short with some music to go with the build, and you can see exactly how it looks and where I am with each build. If you ain't got time to watch the video at that time in full, it's just a quick way of watching the recap of each build I do. So yeah, that's the end of every build, guys. Wait about 12 hours after, and on the channel there will be a weekly short, which is a minute long, with some music with that short, showing you where I am with each build. But guys, that is it. Hope you're enjoying this little marathon of Titanic builds. More coming soon. Dare I say it, we're doing the rigging. See you in the next one, guys. Take care. And that is it for today, guys. The second issue of the Titanic from Hatchetpartworks this week. Finally, we have put the last crane. Oh, thank God for that. I thought the windows was bad. These cranes were a nightmare. But that is the last one today, guys. We've also put some fittings, like little details, to the aft-wheel deck. And we've also put some supports in the hull. But we're not finished yet, guys, for this week. And we're not finished this build from a long shot. Because even when this build is finished at 140, there is an extended build, which basically is building the engine in the Titanic, but on a massive scale. But that's to come further down the road. But coming up next, guys, on the channel is going to be issue 132, and again, that's another 10 instructions. They're banging these instructions out now in these mags, guys. I think you can see they was trying to get this done within 140 issues. So when we've had weeks of not much to do, man, I said it was coming a few months ago. These are getting more fulfilled now. Each issue is getting more fulfilled into what we want, guys. It's what model builders want to do. It's very busy at the minute, guys, this build, but it's going to be massively and hugely beautiful. I don't know if that makes the right message. You know what I mean? It's going to look gorgeous, guys, once this build's done. But for now, I'm going to leave it there. Take care. Come back for the next one next time. See you soon. Peace.